Given the formula for a function, determine the domain and range. Step 1, we exclude from the domain any input values that result in division by 0. Number 2, we exclude from the domain any input values that have non-real or undefined number outputs. Number 3, we use the valid input values to determine the range of the output values. And then we're going to look at the function graph and table values to confirm the actual function behavior. So example number 8, we want to find a domain and range using Toolkit functions. So find a domain and range of f of x, which is equal to 2x cubed minus x. So now we want to be able to determine the domain and range using this Toolkit function. Now if we don't have a graph handy, then we need to go and take a look. Well, you can see here that this function is a cubic function. So if we pull up the toolkit for the cubic function, we know that the domain goes from negative infinity to positive infinity, and we know the range goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. So if you take a look at the graph now, you can see that, okay, now when we look at the domain, okay, it's continuing down, it's continuing up, so we're going from negative infinity to positive infinity. So there is our domain, and then we know our range is going from negative infinity to positive infinity. But again, our toolkit basically gave us that information without having a graph. So there are no restrictions on the domain, as any real number may be cubed and then subtracted from that result. So there's your domain and range.